I like. Impressive. But you are still raw. Inexperienced.
I was experienced enough to beat your friends.
I am Russian, but I am no friend to those pigs. My name is Sergei Kravenov. Men call me Kraven the Hunter.
So you left me that note. Judging from the web, you're one of those crazy reality show guys who runs around naked in the woods eating bugs. How can you help me?
I can make you a true hunter, not just a boy pretending to be a man. Should you wish to accept, you may find me here. Until we meet again.
Parker, why didn't you get me pictures from the Fisk Osborne press conference?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Jameson, but I've got school. You know, life outside the job.
In my day, your job was your life. A press pass is wasted on you.
Actually, I just got an idea for using my press pass. I've got to admit, it would be nice not to feel like I'm fighting this battle on my own. But is Kraven someone I can trust? Kraven obviously doesn't know who I really am, or he would have come to my house. I don't know. I've always worked best alone. But then again, I've never tried it any other way. If Kraven can teach me his hunting techniques, I won't have to rely on police broadcasts to find bad guys. It's not like I'd tell Kraven my real name. And I'll be on guard for any kind of double-cross. I've never had formal training in how to fight. Kraven's methods could come in handy.
Give up now! You're not getting away!
You're worse at protecting than you are at serving.
Gotta get back to the action. This is a disaster. Time for me to end it.
My kid looks up to you. Skinny, ain't he?
Spider Slam! I'm still experimenting with catchphrases. What do you think? I was really scared that someone might see me fighting you losers.
Spider-Man disarmed the shooters and left them wrapped up in webs for police.
Okay, don't be nervous. You need information on Kraven, and you've got a press pass to get it with. Easy peasy. Never mind that if he finds out you're a photographer and not a reporter, he'll have you stuffed and mounted. Mr. Kravenoff? It's me, Peter Parker, from the Daily Bugle. We spoke on the phone? Mr. Kravenoff?
Oh, I apologize for startling you. I am Kraven. Please forgive my theatrics. I merely wish to demonstrate my skills.
The videos online do that pretty well. I saw you take down that Siberian tiger with your bare hands, without hurting it.
Tigers are endangered. I simply relocated the beast for its own safety, as well as that of the local villagers. True hunters wish to conserve the natural world. It is where we find peace.
You're a long way from the natural world.
I craved a new challenge. I came here to hunt the monsters Oscorp created. The cross-species. The deadliest combination of animal and human. I ended their threat. But I grew fond of your city. And your city grew fond of me. And I decided to stay.
Except now you're hunting normal people.
No. Only criminals. Only those who prey on their fellow man have anything to fear from me.
So you're saying you feel a responsibility to use your power to help?
Yes. To have such power and not use it is to be unworthy of it.
Well, thanks. I think our readers will find this very interesting.
Good, good. I must take this call, but please, look around. Take pictures of anything you wish. Yes? No, I said tranquilizer darts. No, I have no interest in automatic weapons. They require no skill. I am an artist!
Now that's a beautiful shot. Suitable for framing. I've been spending so much time as Spider-Man, I feel naked without the mask on. Man, am I gonna need so much therapy. Just what I needed.
Pardon the interruption. Would you care to see my latest trophies? Cross species. Beautiful. Are they not?
I thought Spider-Man captured them.
An inadequate solution. They escaped.
So you killed them?
To save the lives of their victims, yes. But also in self-defense. They were deadly opponents.
I know. I mean, I can imagine. Last question. Is there anything you haven't accomplished yet?
Yes. I would like to leave a legacy when I am gone. Pass my training to a protege. My only family is a brother who... well, he chose a different path. I never had a son, but... perhaps... forgive me. I am becoming melancholy as I get older. So, do you have what you need, Mr. Parker?
Yeah, I think I do. Whitney!
Whitney? Should I be jealous?
Who is this?
That's no way to talk to a lady. Or even me.
Felicia? This is the number I gave Whitney Chang. How'd you get it?
The name's Black Cat, as in cat burglar. As in I get my hands on things I'm not supposed to. How about you, Spider? Do you ever get your hands on things you're not supposed to?
I heard you were back in jail. Listen, if you're calling to tease me about breaking out...
I'm insulted. I can think of a lot more fun things to tease you about.
If you're smart, you'll get out of town before I find the time to chase you.
Funny. That's what I was going to say to you. Things are getting dangerous around here, Spider. Why don't we chase each other out of town,
I'm too busy to fool around with you. I mean, play games with you. Bye, Felicia.
Please, I keep telling you, I'm not who you think. I sell advertising.
Then why did someone break in here to save you, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Makes sense now, eh? A weakling like you could never kill our men alone. Tell us who you're working with. Talk!
Nobody. Oh, please. Please, nobody.
That guy's a killer.
No! Don't! Please! Someone help me!
Shut up! I said shut up!
We're so... Better hurry before it's too late.
I have him! Spiderman! He's working with a killer!
Some days you just got it. If I was working with the Carnage Killer, you'd be dead right now. Be glad you were wrong. These guys seem to think you killed a bunch of their friends.
It's not true. It's not true. I was going to my car, and I saw someone attack one of these Russian guys. He's the killer, not me.
How'd you end up here?
I yelled. Then the killer ran. I went to see if I could help the victim. Then his friend showed up. My hands were bloody. But they wouldn't believe that I didn't do it.
This man you say was the real killer. What does he look like?
White, red hair, skinny, wild eyes. The strength of a madman. Not the kind of madman I work with.
Your license says you live in Jersey. If you can prove you weren't in the city when the Carnage Killer struck, I'll let you go.
No problem. I was in San Diego all last week, at a convention.
That's the ambulance I called. You'll be okay now. Craven, I've got a description of the Carnage Killer.
Excellent. I've used the map you provided to identify his hunting grounds.
You think he'll be out tonight?
A true predator.
Hey, Spidey. George Stacy respected you. How about a hand?
Try not to choke me, okay?
The good cops in this city, they support you.
The shaken victim said, if Spider-Man hadn't been there, I don't know what would have happened.
Wait. You can only truly know your prey by watching him stalk it.
Oh, please, dude. I didn't have anything to do with that drive-by. I was just a wheelman.
Wheelman, who saw all those people die. Oh, you admit it? Good. Now you're going to tell me all about it. Then you're going to give me the spider. I'm a big fan of the look, but your execution? Boring. You know, real spiders liquefy their prey from the inside. You should think about it.
You're the Carnage Killer. Why'd you do it? I get having a grudge against criminals, but...
Killers. No one knows death better. What do they see when they feel her cold arms wrap around them? What special insights do they have? There's so much to learn.
You're crazy.
And you're welcome.
For what?
Doing what you want to, but can't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll show you. I could teach you how to be a real predator. Take off your mask, Spider-Man. I need to see your eyes when you die. I know the truth. In your darkest moments, you wish you were strong enough to be like me. Admit it. Give in to it.
Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit.
That's it. Go ahead. Kill me. You know you want to.
No, I don't kill.
I told him you'd never be like me.
Thanks for the help.
You chose to disregard my advice. So I assumed you preferred to handle matters yourself.
What was that anyway? You expected me to just stand there and watch him kill that guy?
Or stop him. Permanently. I am trying to unleash the killer instinct in you, boy. The one you try so hard to deny.
That's not who I am. And it's not who I want to be. Ever.
Then there will always be a greater predator than you.
I guess we'll find out.
Thanks for the smooth ride. I sincerely hope I can return the courtesy by slaughtering you quickly and with minimal agony.
Good day, Mr. Cassidy. My name is Donald Mencken. I want to assure you that you are a most valued guest here at Ravencroft. We're going to learn a lot from you.
And I'll learn a lot from you. Answers you don't even know you have.
Eager. I like that. Well then, let's get started, shall we?
Calling all task force personnel. Due to increased violence involving the gang war and the suspect known as Spider-Man, you are now free to employ extraordinary measures. Enter phase 2 of the suppression initiative immediately.
It's Whitney Chang. Just a heads up. My sources tell me the task force is actively targeting you. Be careful.
So what else is new?
All units, remain on high alert. We've got multiple gang wars breaking out over the Russians' old territories. Everybody wants a piece. It's like the Old West out there, so be careful.
Dispatch, my informants keep telling me about a new figure called the Kingpin, who's moving in to fill the power vacuum. No one seems to know his real name. Could you get some information on that for me?
Kingpin? Great. That's all I need. Some new wannabe trying to build an empire.
Yeah, I heard we're moving stuff that belonged to the Hood. That occult crap totally creeps me out. Makes me feel better you're helping us. Thanks.
My pleasure. The last thing any of us need is more dangerous stuff on the streets. They're not being very subtle, are they? Car's wired to explode. Gotta try to neutralize him. Booyah! Dunked it!
Dispatch car 228, we checked out the Kane Museum. Nothing happening. We talked to the lady who called. She still swears she saw Spider-Man breaking in. But that place is locked up tight. No alarms have been tripped. Copy that, 228. She probably read one too many of Jameson's editorials.
Kane Museum. That's not far. Might as well check it out. My reputation's bad enough without getting blamed for pilfering Picassos. I'm starting to wonder why anyone would keep working at Oscorp.
Hey, yo, I bet that's worth some bang.
Hands off. Stick to the plan. We're waiting for the Spider. You set off an alarm and bring the cops. No amount of money's gonna save you from the Kingpin. You dig?
They're setting a trap for me with idiots like this? Not gonna happen. Better take out the cameras, or the cops will blame this all on me. Let's see what I can do before they figure out I'm here.
Why the heck a museum? Museums are lame. I feel like I'm back in school.
They had field trips in reform school? Shut your mouth and do your job. The lady says museum, we go to the museum.
What's to steal in museums? Great. I think I know who's about to cross my path. Felicia! Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, he's right here! Yo, okay! You want anything? Mono a mono.
I expected better from you, Felicia. up with me. I mean, yeah, I meant work with me. You know, take down bad guys instead of being one. But working for the Kingpin, Philippe?
This ain't right. We weren't supposed to fight the spider alone. You were supposed to help us, lady.
Let that be a lesson to you, fellas. Follow a woman just because you like the way she fills out a cat suit, and you'll be disappointed every time. I want to. The right thing. But your track record isn't great.
Should I have served my time like a good little girl? Get out when I'm old and wrinkly? I don't think so.
You're saying the Kingpin got you out of jail? How much power does this guy have?
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Power. His, yours, and mine.
When you put forth...
Faster than you expected, huh?
Hey, pay attention. I'm not going to do this again for your benefit. Your heart wasn't in this, Felicia. Tell me what he did to you.
I was transferred to Ravencroft. The Kingpin came to see me.
Just to be clear, we're talking about Wilson Fisk.
Yes. He said he knew I was after power and he could give it to me.
You'd owe him. That's how it always works, isn't it?
The doctors did experiments. They called it DNA crafting or crisscrossing.
Cross-species genetics? You've seen what can happen. Why would you do that to yourself?
Boy, you are thick. I did it for you, so I'd be like you, so we could be together. But then the Kingpin ordered me to kill you, or die myself. I couldn't. I can't.
Felicia, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not interested in your face, just your lips.
I can get you help. Witness protection, a new life safe from the Kingpin. And maybe someday we can get to know each other like normal people.
I don't want to be normal people. Run away with me. We'll go somewhere exotic. With our power, we can live like royalty. Adventure, excitement, romance. And that sounds terrible to you.
No, but I've got responsibilities.
Well, I'm not one of them. Don't worry about me. I've always done fine with a target on my back.
I can't just let you go.
Fisk owns too many cops. If I'm in custody, I'm as good as dead. You can't do that to me any more than I can do it to you. You ever decide you want some fun in your life? Look me up.
Felicia, wait! It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the Kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force. And the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Kraven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it. Harry probably knows more about Fisk than anyone. I can't go see Harry like this.
Wow. Everyone knows Fisk is crooked. But you're saying he's actually setting himself up as the top crime boss in New York?
That's what I've been hearing. I'm working with Whitney Chang on a story, and she needs proof. You're closer to Fisk than anyone I know.
Not really. He keeps his business private. But, as an investor, I do have access to the task force's financial records.
Oh.
Okay. One of the addresses you gave me came up. Large payments to a security consultant. Fisk handles all the personnel decisions. He's the one who hired this Kravinoff guy. But he cooked the books. So technically, Oscorp's paying him. He's trying to throw me under the bus.
Join the club.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just... I trusted someone I shouldn't have. And I probably should have seen it, but... after losing my dad and Uncle Ben... I guess I wanted to believe.
You wanted a father figure. I know what that's like. My dad shut me out of his life to focus on saving his own. And all he ended up leaving me was the disease that killed him. Huh?
Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about.
Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared. And his work went with him. Your task force. Their body armor has medical applications. Can it help at all?
It's not a cure, but it can give mobility to people who can't get around on their own. The task force has helped me improve on it and protect my research from criminals who'd steal it. But it was a mistake to work with Fisk.
He knows you're sick?
He figured it out. And now he's waiting for me to die so he can take Oscorp for himself. Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. When the people you trust turn their back on you, it's just proof you have to handle your problems yourself. But sometimes, you still need help.
Harry, I'll do whatever I can for you. Just tell me what...
Spider-Man. No one knows for sure how he got his powers. But he looks to me like the only successful, healthy example of cross-species genetics out there. You take pictures of him. You must have some way of reaching him.
Well...
Peter, I need Spider-Man's blood.
If my blood could cure Harry, I'd give it to him in a heartbeat. But it'll take time and lots of research to find out. And he's in no mood to wait. I've put this off long enough. Gotta catch up to Harry and talk to him. There's something familiar about you. Max Dillon?
You don't even remember. You said I was your eyes and ears. Said we were partners.
I remember now. I did say that, and I meant it.
Liar! You abandoned me. Left me in that place. Let them hurt me. All alone in the dark.
Max, I don't know what happened to you. I can see you're in pain, but I can't help you unless you let me. To you, it's affected your mind. But there are people who can help. Places you can go. not to feel sorry for the guy. He was a victim. And if what he said about Ravencroft is true, I've got to shut that place down. Oscorp's one of their big donors. Maybe Harry can help.
Yeah.
Mr. Osborn, you were right. Fisk is buying up Oscorp stock for a hostile takeover. But as long as you're here, I'm confident we can stop it.
Right. As long as I'm here.
I have it, sir. Richard Parker's spider venom formula. But every time it's been used, there have been serious side effects.
More serious than death? I'll take my chances. Now get out!
Dr. Kafka, is that supposed to happen?
No. I'll shut it down.
Attention all task force officers. With the growing threat posed by the masked vigilante called Spider-Man, we are cleared to escalate Phase 3 of the Suppression Initiative. Be advised, there is no Phase 4. This ends now.
All units, be advised we have reports of rogue elements of the task force installing unknown devices, possibly dangerous, in populated areas. Proceed with extreme caution.
There could be mass casualties if I don't find those bombs right away.
We have a suspicious device in Midtown East. All units, evacuate the area.
Gotta get to the river, fast. Can't always sling web. That was close.
We have a suspicious device in Midtown East. All units, evacuate the area.
Either you're with the guys setting bombs, or you're stopping me from getting to them. Either way, we have a problem. Let's go for a swim. Okay, Dynamite. You can go boom now.
I need a bomb squad unit to investigate a reported explosive device. Evacuation is in progress.
Hustle it up, Spidey. Let's go for a swim. Just made it. No one plants bombs in my city. No one!
All available units, respond to the Oscorp building. Set up a perimeter and assist in evacuation. We have reports of hostiles on the premises, armed and dangerous.
Not again. Gotta get over there fast. Whoa. Oscorp looks like a bomb went off. Or a bunch of them. I need to find out who did it. Great. Listen, I know you task force guys think I'm the second coming of Al Capone, but there's a bigger threat right now.
The Goblin gave us this armor after he sprung us from Ravencroft. We work for him, and he wants you alive or dead. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna go with option 2.
Another one? Listen, guys, I know crazy doesn't need a reason, but I've never met this goblin you keep talking about.
Well, the boss knows you, and he's paying us to bring you to him. In pieces. That's what it takes.
Okay, listen up, minion number 4. I want answers. Your pals made it sound like Harry Osborn is this goblin person, but he'd never do that to his own company. Breakdance fight instead! Oh, look at this place. It could all come crashing down. If anyone's still in there, I've got to get them out.
Hurry! I can't hold it for long!
Thanks, Spider-Man. I'm
can't breathe! You're a real hero, Spidey!
God, Harry Osborn, is that really you?
Does it look like me? No, Harry Osborn's dead thanks to you. All that's left is the Goblin.
You couldn't wait, could you? You tried something else.
Richard Parker's Spider-Venom. And look, I'm a new man.
I warned you, what could happen?
I'm dying, you idiot. What else was I supposed to do?
You could have let me do research.
From now on, I take what I want, no matter who I have to kill.
If you want help, you don't have to fight me. I'll do whatever I can to cure you.
And turn me back into that whiny trust fund baby? I don't think so.
Listen, what you've done didn't just affect your body. It's twisted your mind. You have to let me...
Wrong! I don't have to let anyone do anything! That's the only... Always waiting for Daddy to come and hug you and make it all better. Well, he never did. But it doesn't matter now. I can make it better myself. Well, it's better for me. Not so good for you. I'll analyze your corpse and find out why you're stable. Then I'll do it myself and cure the disease, but keep the power.
This is the first time anyone's called me stable. I gotta admit, you set the bar pretty low. Your father failed you because he spent all his time trying to extend his life instead of living it. Don't make the same mistake, Harry. This is crazy. You're not helping anyone doing this. Not even yourself. Look at you! You don't care who gets caught in the middle of your grudge match! These are people, Harry! People with lives, with families and friends who love them! Just because you didn't have that doesn't give you the right to take it from anyone else!
No one gave a damn about me! Why should I care about them?
I know you're dying. I know you had it rough. I'm not gonna let that hold me back anymore. I'm sorry, Harry.
No! Don't do this to me! I'm the Goblin! I'm strong! No one's ever gonna hurt me again! Kill me. I don't want to live like this.
That's never the answer. It's the easy way out. You think it's hard for you? There are people sick, dying all over the world, some with the same disease, who don't have your money or resources. Even if you don't want to keep fighting for yourself, you owe it to them. You're going to answer for your mistakes and do whatever you can to make up for them. The greatest man I ever knew taught me that.
All units, we're getting alarms from the Ravencroft Institute. Can anyone respond? Over.
Dispatch, we got our hands full with the Blackout and Oscorp. Cannot respond. Repeat, cannot respond.
I bet better get over there now.
There's a riot at Ravencroft. We don't have the manpower to handle it. All we could do is close the bridge, seal it off. What about the people who work there? We sent in some task force guys to evacuate. They're having a bad time. Any chance you can lend a hand?
On my way. This is a nightmare. How'd it get so bad so fast? It's like someone deliberately freed all the most dangerous inmates. This is worse than I ever imagined. Both the staff and the non-violent inmates are in a bad spot. I've got to get those people out. Stick around a while. The web shooters aren't working.
Spider-Man! Get me out of here! Thank you. It got so bad, so fast.
Glad to help. Now get as far away from here as you can.
Stop me!
Thank you.
I was so scared.
Head for the bridge. The police will get you out.
Thanks, brother. I mean that.
Don't thank me yet. You need to get to safety.
Spider-Man, help me!
Mencken, right? You work for Oscorp. I'll try not to hold that against you. What happened here?
It was Cassidy. We tried treating him with an...
You don't. I know what you and Fisk were up to. Using these people as guinea pigs.
Okay, fine. But the danger's real. Cassidy changed into something horrible. Deadly. And he wants to make more like him.
I'll get you outside, which is more than you deserve. But then I have to go after Cassidy.
I agree. He's headed for the sub-basements, where the most damaged inmates are kept. Now, if he makes them into beings like him, no place will be safe. Oh. Okay, I'm fine from here. My car's outside.
Get to a hospital. Tell the police everything. Or after I'm done with Cassidy, I'll come looking for you. Heavy-duty security. Wonder what they had here. I get the feeling something seriously wrong was going on here. The Venom Project. Great. Why is it never the Puppy Project or the Chocolate Project?
Now, you're trapped in my web, little spider. Don't fear the darkness. Let it in. Then you'll be like me. I've become my true self, Spider-Man. You can't too. I'll show you how.
What on earth is that? Actually, it doesn't look like anything. I've never seen anything so horrible in my life.
I have a growing family, Spider-Man. So many mouths to feed. I think I'll feed them.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
My friend is hungry. It wants a nice fat spider to munch on. Rejected my gift. But I have another one for you. Death. All the voices in my head agree. You have to die.
Cassidy! That's as far as you go. One of you is already too many.
I'm not Cletus Cassidy. Not anymore.
I'm my true self now.
I'm Carnage!
Poor little spider. You're just not ready to see the truth, are you?
I didn't web up your mouth because I don't want you to suffocate. You're starting to talk me out of it.
See, you think you're joking. But I know what you won't admit to yourself. When I killed those criminals, you were happy. You were grateful to me, weren't you?
No,
It's not too late to understand. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
You say you're searching for answers in death, but what were you trying to do when I stopped you? Make others like you? A family?
So we can spread the message, the truth, that chaos and death are the only...
Wrong. You're trying to create a family because you never had one. You weren't looking for death, Cletus. You wanted the life you never had. Now who's not seeing the truth? You said you killed to understand death. What are you trying to understand?
The meaning, the truth, the secrets it reveals about all of us that we're afraid to see.
I can tell you that. Death is a part of life. It happens. Sometimes for a reason, sometimes for no reason. You're wasting your time looking for some cosmic answer in death. Life is where you find meaning. And buddy, you've wasted yours. What makes you think I'm anything like you?
You wanted to do what I did. End those criminals forever.
That's true. I didn't want to admit it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel that way.
I knew it.
But that's human. Anger, wanting revenge. It's not wrong to feel emotions like that. It's wrong to act on them.
Here's the real difference between us, Spider-Man. I'm at peace with who I am.
You shouldn't be.
And you should? Then why aren't you?
Sorry, Cletus. I just figured out talking to a psycho killer isn't gonna give me the answers I'm after.
I know what will.
Death.
Butterflies when I fight the bad guys.
Finally. Perfect. What I was always meant to be.
Oh, come on, don't cry. I can try to humiliate you less.
Don't fight back, Spider-Man. Waste it. You make it a world. You and everyone like me. Chaos is the only thing that's real. Chaos and death. When I've got my family together, we'll spread the word. We'll wake everyone up.
I wish you wouldn't. After the weekend I'm having, I could really use a nice long nap.
To be alone again. Please just let me die.
That's not the answer, Cletus. None of us are gonna find any answers here.
What's the matter, Peter? You look like you lost your last friend. Hey, but I know for a fact you've still got at least one.
It's Uncle Ben. I miss him so much. I just feel lost without him. He raised me. I loved him. And he died because he was looking for me. I'm not sure how to live with that.
Let me ask you something, Pilgrim. Your Uncle Ben, he was one of the best people I ever knew. Everyone loved him. He had an amazing life, right? So, why do you want to make it all about how it ended? What counts isn't how he died, Peter. What matters is really the way he lived. I want you to make his life mean something. I want you to be the man he raised you to be. The man that he was so proud of when he saw what you were growing into.
He told you that?
All the time. Your uncle knew what a tough place the world could be. He knew that it needs heroes. And hey, take it from me, you are one of those heroes. So what do you say? Are you gonna go out there and prove it? I want you to do it for Uncle Ben. And
Everything's ready, Mr. Carlisle.
light it up.
Spider-Man!
No autographs, please.
Fasten your seatbelt. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Thanks for flying Air Spidey. Just another day in the life of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Lately, things have been going my way. I got the girl, and New York finally likes me. Not that there aren't problems. Like this new guy, Eddie Brock at the Daily Bugle. He's really starting to get on my nerves. And Harry, my best friend, won't talk to me. On top of that, new gangs have moved in and they're dividing up the city. Still, it's nothing I can't handle. One weird thing, there haven't been any big supervillains around since Doc Ock. But I have this bad feeling like the sky is gonna fall or something. And soon. Are you spying on the apocalypse? That's bad for your health. Haven't you heard we're the most dangerous gang in the city?
I wasn't spying, I swear! I was just walking by, please!
Shut up! You're giving me a headache.
Thanks, Spidey. I thought I was a dead man. I just happened to see these punks when I was working in the subways, and they almost killed me for it.
Punks in the subways? What's this neighborhood coming to? Better go clean it up.
Spider-Man, you have to hurry. I heard one of those thugs saying they were going to take over the subway system.
There's a commuter's nightmare. Don't worry, I'm on it. I must be getting close. There's music.
There I was, sitting here thinking, what a peaceful, dull evening. Then, boom! The nut jobs show up. My old pals, Doc Ock and Green Goblin. Feels like a family reunion. If my family were comprised of lunatics! Shoo-wee! Venom, my friend, you need to get yourself some breath mints.
Got any clever little quips for me, webhead?
Sandman? You're a walking pile of kitty litter. Making fun of you would be too easy. Spidey, hitch a ride. Look like you could use a hand. What I could use is a bazooka. Sorry, mine's in the shop, but how about this?
Oh no.
Those pumpkin bombs sure came in handy. What the? Spidey! Friends of yours, Venom? Gross. Spidey, what's happening? If this day gets any weirder, I may have to scream. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah! Hello?
Nick Fury, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The anti-terrorist organization?
That's just one part of our initiative. The rest is top secret.
Your top secret and your headquarters is a giant flying aircraft carrier?
You'd be surprised how rarely anybody looks up.
You know, I'm happy to be alive and all, but how did I get here?
Short-range teleporter pulled you out of the fray. Somebody wake the computer up. It's time to get to work.
You're online. Welcome, Colonel Fury. Welcome, Spider-Man.
Hi? And should I talk to the computer?
Only if you want to irritate me.
I appreciate the attention.
Computer, load up the meteor situation report. A while back, a meteor storm passed through our corner of the galaxy.
Trajectory Alpha 7-3.
Now, most of those space rocks went racing right on by Earth. But one crashed down.
Tracking impact locale.
Right in the middle of Manhattan.
Impact location 40 degrees 47 minutes north, 73 degrees 58 minutes west.
Two guesses what hitched a ride on that meteor.
Venom.
Venom, symbiotic life form of unknown alien origin.
But that's not the worst part.
It gets worse than Venom?
Worse is a relative word. Venom is only a rating 7 of 10 on a scale of terrible ways to die.
See, that meteor shower he was part of...
As a means of comparison, some selections from level 8 include wasps with laser-guided...
Computer, put a sock in it! As I was saying, that meteor shower Venom was part of. One of the meteors went into low Earth orbit and bounced across the atmosphere like a stone on water. But as it went, it broke apart into smaller shards.
Meteor shard landing sites: Tokyo, Japan; Tangaroa Island; Cairo, Egypt; Stokerstadt, Transylvania; Annapurna, Nepal.
We've tracked the various pieces to their landing sites, but before we could move in to collect them, these nasty pieces of work started showing up.
Perpetual holographic avatar, nanotech offensive monster, or Phantom.
You guys have a department just for acronyms, don't you?
Phantoms aren't biological. They're a mix of solid light holographic technology and the symbiote substance found in the meteors.
Somebody's making monsters that use the symbiote goo? That's just great.
We're clearly dealing with someone of advanced technological means creating these things, and they obviously have their hands on one shard already. So we need to get to the other shards before they can. Which is why I need your help, Spider-Man. You've faced enough superpowered threats in your day. You're the perfect guy for this job.
Oh, man. I have to say, I was really looking forward to maybe taking a few days off.
We've got a saying around here. Saving the world is a full-time job.
I get it. Great power, great responsibility. Okay, I'm in. Where do I start?
Let me show you around. These are the mission selection terminals. You'll use these to select and start your missions. This is the options terminal, where you can make adjustments to the game settings. This is the roster terminal, where you can select the character that will join you on missions. Up here is the rewards terminal. You can use this terminal to view rewards that you unlock during missions. Over here is the upgrade lab. This is where you can upgrade your web abilities and unlock powerful special attacks for your sidekicks. We're on our way to Tokyo right now.
Oh, I apologize for startling you. I am Craven. Please forgive my theatrics. I merely wish to demonstrate my skills.
The videos online do that pretty well. I saw you take down that Siberian tiger with your bare hands, without hurting it.
Tigers are endangered. I simply relocated the beast for its own safety, as well as that of the local villagers. True hunters wish to conserve the natural world. It is where we find peace.
You're a long way from the natural world.
I craved a new challenge. I came here to hunt the monsters Oscorp created. The cross-species. The deadliest combination of animal and human. I ended their threat. But I grew fond of your city. And your city grew fond of me. And I decided to stay.
Except now you're hunting normal people.
No. Only criminals. Only those who prey on their fellow man have anything to fear from me.
So you're saying you feel a responsibility to use your power to help?
Yes. To have such power and not use it is to be unworthy of it.
Well, thanks. I think our readers will find this very interesting.
Good, good. I must take this call, but please, look around. Take pictures of anything you wish. Yes? No, I said tranquilizer darts. No, I have no interest in automatic weapons. They require no skill. I am an artist!
Now that's a beautiful shot. Suitable for framing. I've been spending so much time as Spider-Man, I feel naked without the mask on. Man, am I gonna need so much therapy. Just what I needed.
Pardon the interruption. Would you care to see my latest trophies? Cross species. Beautiful. Are they not?
I thought Spider-Man captured them.
An inadequate solution. They escaped.
So you killed them?
To save the lives of their victims, yes. But also in self-defense. They were deadly opponents.
I know. I mean, I can imagine. Last question. Is there anything you haven't accomplished yet?
Yes. I would like to leave a legacy when I am gone. Pass my training to a protege. My only family is a brother who, well, he chose a different path. I never had a son, but perhaps... forgive me. I am becoming melancholy as I get older. So, do you have what you need, Mr. Parker?
Yeah, I think I do. Whitney!
Whitney? Should I be jealous?
Who is this?
That's no way to talk to a lady. Or even me.
Felicia? This is the number I gave Whitney Chang. How'd you get it?
The name's Black Cat, as in cat burglar. As in I get my hands on things I'm not supposed to. How about you, Spider? Do you ever get your hands on things you're not supposed to?
I heard you were back in jail. Listen, if you're calling to tease me about breaking out...
I'm insulted. I can think of a lot more fun things to tease you about.
If you're smart, you'll get out of town before I find the time to chase you.
Funny. That's what I was going to say to you. Things are getting dangerous around here, Spider. Why don't we chase each other out of town,
I'm too busy to fool around with you. I mean, play games with you. Bye, Felicia.
I knew you would come.
Yeah, well, don't get any ideas about me being your sidekick. But I'm on the trail of the Carnage Killer, and tracking's a little out of my wheelhouse.
Ah, yes, the killer. I thought he might be you. But I have watched you, and I see that you are no madman.
You spied on me?
Only briefly. There is much a hunter can learn from observation. I see the way you carry yourself like a lost child, that you lack someone to guide you, to help you become a man. I have no son of my own. I do not want my legacy to die with me. I can make you the ultimate hunter. Let us work together to find this carnage killer and suppress the crime wave. Let us do together what we could not do alone.
I'm still gonna operate on my own.
Of course, as will I. But we will be there for each other when it is needed.
I sent you an address. There is a back alley from which the Russians move stolen Oscorp equipment to a safe house. Use the little fish to catch the big ones.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
It is tempting to catch the easiest prey. But in our case, the most obvious criminals are the most inconsequential. Wait. Follow them. See where they go.
I get that, but I'm not gonna let anyone get hurt.
The truck will be here soon! Get the package ready!
Gotta get a photo of that crate of Oscorp tech, so I can trace it. Great composition.
That Oscorp tech will go to their superiors.
It's heavier than your mother!
If
you drop that,
I'll stick to it like,
taking the
well,
blame for
me.
you! Quick, get the crate loaded before someone sees us!
Craven's tips are paying off. I get the feeling there are a lot of bad guys in there. I'm guessing this isn't a restaurant guide. The Carnage Killer. These must be all the places where he killed these guys' friends. A lot more than the police know about. I know what Craven would say. A clearer picture of the Predator's hunting grounds. So this is where all the cool gangsters hang out. Now take some time to think about what you did wrong. Man, what I could do with equipment like this. Harry won't mind if I borrow this for a little while.
Dead before you see me move.
Better go see what that was. How can anyone be that fast? Why can't they all be like that? I'm gonna guess this was not a meeting of the Wilson Fisk fan club. Craven, I'm sending you pictures. The first one looks like a map of places the Carnage Killer struck.
Ah, yes. Good. Good. The more we can learn of his habits, the better.
Next up is a flyer for an anti-crime fundraiser hosted by Wilson Fisk. I think they're gonna try and kill him there. Even if Fisk is crooked, I can't let them do that. Especially with all those innocent people around.
The fundraiser is tonight. They will have put their plan into action already. You must go to the location and stop them.
Just one problem. I don't have an invitation. I'm guessing you don't either.
Then we must improvise. I am too well known to bypass security. But under your mask, Spider-Man, nobody knows who you are.
Here's a hint. I'm not rich enough to go to this.
Then you will find a way. I believe in you.
Wouldn't mind chatting with Fisk. See what he knows about all this. But I kinda have a feeling he's not the most approachable guy in the world. And none of it matters if I can't get inside. Wait, I think I've got it. With that fundraiser's level of security, I can't use my press pass to bluff my way in. Unless I'm really supposed to be there. But a photographer needs a reporter. And I bet I know one who's already planning to go. Oh, Whitney! Thanks again for using me on this.
Hey, I get it. College is expensive. You want to make easy money taking boring pictures of wrinkly rich people? Go nuts. But you should probably stay away from me.
Let me guess, you've got some pointed questions about the task force?
Among other things. I give it 10 minutes before I get kicked out.
Hey, Harry!
Pete! Oh, man. I know we haven't seen each other much since we were kids, but this doesn't seem like your kind of scene.
Society pages. I'm a part-time photographer for the Bugle. Smile. Great. Got it. Thanks. Fisk is putting a pretty big target on his back. Why do you think he does it?
He grew up in Hell's Kitchen. Lots of crime, gangs. I think this is his way of taking control. Standing up to the guys who bullied him when he was a kid. But knowing Fisk, he's also got a plan in place to profit from it.
Whitney Chang says the cops on the task force are crooked too.
I just supply the tech. Fisk handpicked the men. But the police chief cleared them all.
The chief's desperate to stop the crime wave. He's not going to argue with the guy who's helping him do that.
Well, one thing's for sure. The task force is getting results. And no one likes to mess with success.
Hey, I gotta ask. Why Fisk? I hear some pretty shady rumors about him.
He's the only one rich enough who's willing to work with me. I've got a lot on my plate. I can't waste time worrying about people attacking Oscorp. And our public image could use a boost. I'll tell you this, though. The rumors are true. Fisk is definitely into some illegal stuff. But good luck proving it.
Drinks, gentlemen? Take.
Whoops. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. I gotta go anyways. I've got, important things to do.
Me too. Something fishy about that guy. Better follow him. Time to get into my work clothes. No doorbell. Guess I better get creative.
Please, what do you want?
From you, nothing. We just need your waiter uniforms so we can serve Fisk a special recipe.
What are you gonna do with us?
Depends how much you bother me.
There! Get him! This is whatever.
Thank you. I was so scared.
You ought to just. Booyah!
vibrating, bro.
You won't get me so easily, Spider!
Spidey dance party! Well, more of a seismic rouse, really.
Show me what you got.
Man, I was in the zone. Hey, unconscious bad guy, was I in the zone or what? Well, I saved Fisk from the Russians. Now to find out if I have to save anyone else from him. So, this is gonna sound like a bad pickup line, but you seem really familiar. Have we met?
Judging from your bargain basement suit, I doubt we move in the same circles.
Oh, I get it.